The first thing I did after being reborn was to frantically stab myself, and after stabbing I poured pounds of salt into the wounds, even mixed a pound of chili flakes into the salt. All because in my past life my boss was linked to a 10x return system. I worked hard, he got 10 times the bonus, I pushed myself at the gym. He gained 10 times the health, I lived like an ascetic. He partied every night yet his body kept getting better. And my girlfriend was his most capable accomplice. She forced me to quit smoking, drinking, and all my vices, just to purify my vitality, so he could siphon it more easily, after being reborn to make the boss feel 10 times the pain. That led to the opening scene. The next day I made sure to arrive at the office early, waiting for Xiao Bizan to appear at 8:50. He arrived, yet there was no sign of injury on him. His movements showed no discomfort. When his gaze swept over me, he even gave me a concerned smile. My heart sank into a bottomless abyss at that moment. Self-harm actually didn't work. Does his system only return the good and not the bad? That doesn't make sense either. Otherwise, why did Lily force me to quit my bad habits? Just as I was about to be swallowed by this despair, a familiar figure appeared before me. Honey, what's wrong? You look so weak. Is work stress too much? Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Maybe we can take a break this weekend. Go stay at a hot spring hotel in the suburbs and relax. Or I'll go to the gym with you tonight. Sweat out all that negative energy. Looking at her sweet smiling face, the fury, resentment, and despair in my heart instantly merged into a stream of magma that erupted violently. Stress and anxiety, aren't they all thanks to you two cheaters? I walked out of the office without a word. A while later I returned with something new in hand. A fresh pack of Likun in front of her, and in front of all the co-workers pretending to work, but actually eavesdropping on gossip. I lit a cigarette and took a deep drag. The harsh familiar smoke instantly filled my mouth and lungs, making me cough violently. But what followed was the long-lost relaxing pleasure from nicotine. In that moment all the stress and anxiety seemed to be exhaled with that puff of smoke. But Lily's reaction was 100 times more intense than I expected. Her face changed instantly. She rushed to me in one stride, snatched the cigarette from my mouth and threw it on the floor, then used her sharp high heels to grind it hysterically. Honey, have you lost your mind? You promised me you quit smoking. Why are you smoking again? Do you know how much damage this does to your body? This reaction was too strange before. No matter how I resisted working out and other self-discipline routines, she used gentle persuasive tones to guide me. But with smoking, her reaction was so intense, so unhinged, as if I wasn't smoking but taking her life. I watched her body tremble slightly with agitation, looked into her eyes filled with fear and panic. A crazy, bold, earth-shattering idea, like a bolt of lightning piercing the darkness, instantly illuminated my chaotic mind. I get it, I understand everything now. Everyone in the office was confused by my sudden laughter. Honey, don't do this, you're scaring me. I know I was wrong, I shouldn't have yelled at you. I really do care about you. Care about me or care about Xiao Bizan? How that sentence was like a bomb, exploding right next to Lily's ear. What nonsense are you talking about? I don't understand. Go tell your darling Xiao Bizan his good days are over. The next day I ran into Xiao Bizan in the company elevator. The always energetic man today had faint dark circles under his eyes. Only the two of us were in the elevator. I could clearly hear him letting out suppressed light coughs now and then, his throat making a raspy crackling sound, like that of a heavy smoker in the morning. Seeing him like this, that flash of insight in my mind was completely ignited. So that's it, this damn return system. It doesn't return whether I do good or bad things. It returns my true inner feelings while doing those things. When I self-harmed, my heart was in pain, so he remained unaffected, completely fine, smoking while rationally knowing it's harmful. The moment I took that deep drag, my heart felt indulgent, liberated, and good. So the negative physical effects of that pleasure, the cough, throat discomfort, lung damage. No wonder Lily in our year together never let me touch her. She wasn't being reserved. She was afraid I'd feel good. Afraid that if I felt good, Xiao Bizan would be destroyed. No wonder she banned all my so-called bad habits. Staying up, gaming, drinking, eating junk food. She wouldn't even let me fly solo. Thinking of this, I almost laughed out loud. Xiao Bizan, Lily, you tried so hard to suppress my nature, strangle my desires. Also you could comfortably suck my blood. Well, now the rules are changing. Since you're so afraid of me feeling good, then I'll make sure to feel good. Having found the system's true function, the whole world seemed to become colorful. I stopped hiding anything. Tired from work, I went to the smoking area for a cigarette. Mind stuck, went for another. I savored the momentary numbness and pleasure nicotine brought. With every puff, I'd silently say to Xiao Bizan, in my heart, brother, I feel good again. How does it feel on your end? Xiao Bizan's condition visibly deteriorated at an alarming rate. He started coughing frequently and violently, especially during meetings, often turning red before finishing a sentence. Even the big boss gave him disapproving looks, but he endured it. He knew clearly the final harvest day was less than 3 months away. If he could just hold on until then, he could take all the wealth I had worked so hard to accumulate this past year, and his healthy body, and disappear to enjoy life. But I realized just smoking wouldn't be enough to completely break him. In under 3 months, that night I tossed and turned in bed, I started thinking besides smoking, what else could make me feel genuinely good inside, but also have clear negative effects on my body? Suddenly a thought I had suppressed for so long, even felt too embarrassing to voice, flashed through my mind like a mischievous meteor. That's right, that thing. Me, a 26-year-old man in my prime, with perfectly normal biological functions. In my past life, Lily kept me on a tight leash, let alone that thing. Even kissing depended on her mood. She claimed it was for our future, not to indulge in fleeting pleasures. Now I see she was just afraid I'd feel good. Am reborn and we broke up. Am a glorious single man again. So taking matters into my own hands. Isn't that perfectly normal? I gave this plan a loud and hopeful name, called Operation Solo Flight. Just 3 short days later, Xiao Bizan deteriorated at a shocking speed. He looked completely different. He needed to hold onto walls to walk, as if a gust of wind could knock him over. During meetings, the laser pointer in his hand shook like advanced Parkinson's. Couldn't even point accurately at the PPT. Several times while speaking, his eyes would suddenly glaze over and head space out. The whole department noticed something was wrong, whispering among themselves, "What's wrong with Xiao Bizan? Looks like he's been drained of life. He's young, full of fire, it's understandable." That afternoon he finally couldn't take it. He called me into his office. "I know I wronged you. After you and Lily broke up, I took her from you. It's my fault. I'm a jerk. I apologize." He actually bowed his head and apologized to me. I sneered internally. Looks like my 1-2 punch combo really got to him, close to destroying his soul. But how could I possibly let him off? I had so many more plans not yet implemented. "Xiao Bizan, what's going on, honey? I think you're a talented person. You can't just waste away like this. Look, this new media promotion project in the South. Great prospects, lots of profit. All the hard groundwork, the planning teams, Zhuang and crew, have already done most of the heavy lifting. Now it's just the final step. Pulling it all together and launching easy victory. I've already talked to the higher-ups. This project is yours to wrap up fully. The bonus will be huge. Another free money deal. He thought he could buy me off with cash. Make me stop this suicide attack. Ridiculaus Xiao Bizan im Quitting. I want to resign.